Hello. About 10 years ago, God gave me a vision of something called Isipaya 2020, meaning Open Heavens 2020. For about a decade, I have told my family, that is my husband and children, about it. In fact, I thought it was an app that one of my techie sons was going to invent, which was going to give an unbelievable matchless access and connection in the cyberspace. Suddenly, at this point in time, I understand exactly what that revelation was all about. It is indeed an app, but not a technology app. It is a spiritual app, a spiritual application. It is this time, this dispensation, that God, in His goodness and might, has released deliberately in this year 2020. It is a strategic day, a day to reset, to reboot, to recalibrate, and be fully equipped for the next chapter on God's agenda. It is a transition into the next phase of God's program of things. This is a Kairos moment. It is the beginning of the seasons of harvest. This is a new planting season. It is the beginning of the end, the introduction or orientation to the next phase. It is a pause, it is the intermission, because you just can't jump from one phase to the next. You need a break. This is a day of opportunity. The heavens are open for everyone. Are you an individual or a family or a group or an organization? This is the time to download as much as you can of whatever you need from on high. Is it grace? Is it favor? Is it help? Is it power? It is up to you. God has not put any limits on how much you can download. This is a day to heal. This is a day for a makeover. Let bygones be bygones and start afresh. This is a window of opportunity. And take note, it's not going to last forever, but it has come to initiate a new dispensation. The heavens are open. Download, sow, give, invest, work, labor. Do not relent. Above all, pray and praise. The curtains have been rolled back. The heavens are unveiled. Make the most of this day. About 30 years ago, a prophecy came around Africa. It went like this, that Africa was shaped like a gun. Nigeria was located at the trigger point and South Africa at the nozzle. And the synergy of these two countries was going to bring out an explosion in the continent of Africa. As a Nigerian now living in South Africa, I believe this is the time of the fulfillment of that prophecy. The time is here, and it is now. So get ready for that long-awaited revival, awakening, reawakening, reformation, transformation of Africa, whatever name we want to give it. It is God's visitation again upon Africa. It is the relaunch that we have been waiting for as we have toiled all night. This is the great catch that we read of in Luke chapter 5. This is the time for the second touch to the blind man's eyes in Mark chapter 8. I do not know the exact days and time when it will start or end or how long it will last, but I do know that the season is here for that great outpouring of the Spirit of God again upon our continent. And even as today is Pentecost Sunday, we welcome and usher in the Holy Spirit. Yes, He is here. The Spirit of the Lord is here again to move over Africa. Hallelujah. In Zulu I say, Siyaputanda Umoya Nwele. Come, Holy Spirit, move amongst us in Jesus' mighty name. God bless Africa. And finally, I'll leave you with a verse in Hosea chapter 10, verse 12. Sow to yourselves in righteousness, reap in mercy, break up your fallow ground, for it is time to seek the Lord till He come and rain righteousness upon you. And it is no coincidence that today is the South African National Day of Prayer, called by the President in these critical times in our days. Thank you, and God bless you. God bless Africa.